For more analysis, we're joined from Jericho by Mr. Abdel Nasser Makki, political science professor. Good afternoon to you, Mr. Makki, and thank you for being with us in Focus. Let me here start by asking you today, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, which is an Israeli-backed logistic group, has started distributing aid inside Gaza despite concerns of the international organizations. However, on the very first day, the process of distributing aid was a total chaos and inhumane. What is your take? What do you have on that?
I think today you saw what's happening on Rafah about the institution which was distributed the food for the people of Gaza. And what's happening there is what chaos. Thousands of people, that they attack the place. Many of them, they took some of the food and some of the assistance there. And the guards there, they escaped from the place. And the Israeli military, they interfere in this in order to, to save these people. So for this process, it was not successful. It was failed because it was built on, that's to against the dignity of the people. How could you put that 300,000 people on one place in order they will come there and take there and they will walk for 8 kilometers? This is something against the international, that's law. This is against the humanitarian, that's assistance, even that. So I think this process have been failed, and I don't think that they will maybe repeat again.
If I may ask you about what we have seen, and that was inhumane, as we are seeing the pictures here, what do you have towards what happened by the Israeli occupation army, particularly towards people who are under starvation for a long period?
Yes, I think this is the behavior of the people. They have been under starvation. So the people there, they want to...
The shootings that occurred, what do you have of that?
Shooting?
Yes, the shooting of the occupation army towards people who were in a chaotic situation.
Yes, I think this is something not acceptable, and this is one of the crime, that's even war. The Israeli, that they use this starvation in order to humiliate the people. They want to touch their dignity. They want the people to come and to be gathering for one place. I think in the future, this is the Israeli government want the people to maybe to be gathered at 3 or 4 places in Gaza. And this is, that way, or this is the first step in order that they want to start the displacement, forced displacement for the people out of Gaza. And because of this, the Israeli government until now, they are believing that this is the only way that they could win in the war, that they should pressure on the people by using the starvation tools and to cutting the assistance and to close the borders in order to pressure on the people to go out of Gaza. And after that, they could use the military in order to shoot the people for what's happening today. So I think today what's happening is fail of the American, that's thinking how they could provide the people with assistance. Maybe this is not the way that they should use it. Maybe this is way how they could, that's thinking how they could pressure on the people to displace the forced displacement from Gaza. I don't think that if you want to provide the people with assistance and food and to minimize the starvation, this is not the way. This is political, there is a political agenda by this way.
Right. On the other hand, Hamas reportedly accepted a ceasefire proposal involving a 60-day truce and detainee releases. But U.S. envoy Steve Witkoff rejected the claim. How do you interpret this contradictory messaging, and do you think there is real progress happening on the ground?
Yes, I think according to the last news for the Witkoff proposal, Hamas, I think they accepted the proposal of Witkoff regardless, although they refused from the beginning, but after that, they, by the Mediterranean, they reached to, that to compromise by the proposal of Witkoff and by Hamas, that's demands, they could reach to a settlement, which is, or agreement, which is to release 10 of the Israelis detainees, 5 on the first day, and the other 5 on the last day of 60. 60 days will be a ceasefire, and also to enter all the assistance without any precondition, and to discuss, that later about the permanent ceasefire. I think Hamas and Witkoff, they reached this compromise, but I think now this is now in the Israeli government what they want to, that's to propose, what they want to decide. Now we could now wait to see what they want to decide. But I did think that the Israeli government will accept this because the Israeli government is not, that's with this agreement. The Israeli government want to stay to continue the war because, as you know, this is the agenda of Netanyahu. Netanyahu, he didn't want to stop the war. He just only say the absolutely win against Hamas, to beat Hamas. He did now also he, as you know, he appoints some of the people like Zini and like Zamir. Zini is one of the people in the Shabak. He is not believed with releasing the detainees. He just want to beat Hamas. He want to occupy Gaza, and also small champion Gafir want to make settlements. This is what they are thinking.
Mm-hmm. Now, German Chancellor Friedrich Merz delivered his most severe rebuke of Israel to date, criticizing massive airstrikes on Gaza as no longer justified nor comprehensible. Now, how do you view this shift in tone in significant in a country whose leadership follows a policy of special responsibility for Israel?
Yes, I think this is something dramatic, that change on the Germany, that's policy. Even they are with the Israeli from the beginning, and they are, that condemned what happening in the 7th of October. But after that, what happening? What happening now in not just Germany, also France, Belgium, and Spain, all of them now, as that they have the conference in Madrid with the Saudi Arabia and the Arab countries. They are thinking that the Israelis not just want to the detainees, to reach the detainees. Otherwise, maybe if they want, they could reach to compromise from the beginning when they in the second stage of the agreement, which before 3-4 months. But the Israeli government is not. They didn't want this. They want to continue to invade Gaza. They want to destroy Gaza. They want to force the disappearance of the people out of Gaza, especially when Trump said like statement. So the Germany also, when they saw all these crimes, when they saw the starvation, Israeli, there is no any target from Hamas target or any army target in Gaza. Israeli could say that they are now shooting or they are destroyed. It just civilian. You could see the German, all the European Union, what the people, they saw the crimes, war in Gaza. They saw the people, they have been destroyed, they have been killed, they have been burned. What they saw in Gaza, one of the doctor, 9 of their children have been killed. She was working in the hospital. One of the girls, child, she's that's about maybe 6-7 years. She was just the only, that person that had been go out from the bombing house. All of their the parents, all of their brothers, sisters, they have been killed. And you saw that now this is all these have been all these that pictures, photos have been sent to all of the people in the world. So because of this, the Germany have been changed their mind, and now they saw that Israeli is not, they didn't want just to raise the detainees. They are just continue to the war crimes in Gaza.
Now, Netanyahu insists on total military victory, the exile of Hamas leaders, and the implementation of Trump's Gaza plan, which many describes as ethnic cleansing. Now, in your view, are these demands intentionally designed to block any diplomatic solution?
Yes, I think this is what they want. Because as I told you, if there is ceasefire and the end of the war, so I think the problem will start in the government of Netanyahu and inside Israel. So what they want in order to protect himself and his government and his coalition is that they want to continue the war. And because of this, he said that he want to say that he want to reach to total victory, which is something is not impossible. He couldn't. He said that he want to beat Hamas. He want to. Hamas is not a person. It's like that. It's an idea. It's something inside the people. So in order that he want to that to stay on in the government and to protect himself, not to go to the jail or to the that's to a court. He just say and sent messages to Israeli people that he want to reach to the total victory against Hamas and also the genocide. So he want to justify what he is doing
Yes.
to the people of Israel.
Yes, that was Mr. Abdel Nasser Makki, political science professor. We thank you so much for your insights.